So, folks, this is why I can't rely on Armchair GM for cap friendly from fans out there, because you'll see crazy stuff like this. But you know what? Steven Stamkos, could he get moved from the Tampa Bay Lightning? I think it's unlikely it's going to be a trade. I think it's either he moves on in free agency or just re-signs with the team at some point this year. If I had to bet right now, I think Stamkos still finishes his career in Tampa. But you know what? Come back to this video if I'm wrong. Anything can happen. It could go sideways really quickly, but I am shocked how bad it's got, like so quickly, from like no talks over the summer to just both Stamkos and Brisbois talking publicly about it. So this trade's not happening, but let's look at the state of Lightning fans and see a few of these, because I'm seeing keep Stammer by doing this. Stamkos traded the trade deadline. Stamkos stays. Bye-bye, Steven. Let's see it. So keep Stammer by doing this. Let's see. Get flexible, and you give Stamkos 8 years, $4.5 million. Interesting. So maybe you have to go crazy term, but not that term. Man, you're getting into the 40s at that point. All right, let's see here. Stamkos traded the trade deadline. Ooh. That's not. You know what? We've seen Tampa Bay Lightning players go to the New York Rangers, or New York Rangers players going to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Like, we've seen that swap happen, right? And one of the more iconic ones for me was when Marty St. Louis went from Tampa to the Rangers. So this could be another scenario where a legend of the Lightning is going to the Rangers. Man, if the Rangers have to give this much up, I think if Kakko has a rough year, maybe the Tampa Bay Lightning look at that and go, okay, you have to give us the first, you have to give us the second, throw in Kakko. And if Stammer's going to walk anyways, we're not having a great year. Fair. But that would be nuts for the Rangers if they added Stammer. And this one, Stammer stays for 2024, 2025. 4-year deal at $7 million per. I think, look at like a Joe Pavelski contract with the Dallas Stars. I could see it somewhere around there for Stammer. Like a 3 to 4 year contract. Yeah, $7 million per year is pretty fair, I think. And you keep the band together. It's not horrible. You got to get flexible with cap at that point. But makes sense. Stamkos leaving. Let's see. Oh, see, this is the classic armchair GM. You just can't rely on it. But imagine Stammer in Carolina. You know what? I could actually see that. I could see quite a few teams, honestly. Like, I could see Stammer in like Colorado if they could create space. I mean, Boston for sure would be calling. I know people are always going to tie Stammer to Toronto in some way. Folks, I don't see a path where that happens. But, you can speculate all you want. But you know what? It's been more recent. Like, if you see here, like, it wasn't that conversation about Stamkos until about this past week as I record this video. So things have gotten kind of crazy on that front. And you know what? I mean, I'll look at this one, but it's crazy how quick things turn. And I really do think Stammer's going to stay in Tampa. But moving on without Stamkos, let's see. How would their lineup look? Sign Ryan Hartman, you get feisty, but yeah, you're losing a lot of offense there. I think, you know what, I'll say this. If there was ever a scenario where Tampa moves on from Stamkos, they got to get another defenseman. If you can go back to like a solid top four of like Hedman, Chernak, Sergachev, and then whatever guy you can get, that'd be huge. So keep an eye on the Stamkos situation, folks. I think you're going to see more and more people on Armchair GM talking about Stammer. Is he leaving? Is he staying? A trade coming up. Yeah, the Rangers storyline would be crazy, but I feel like if Tampa has any say in it out west. But you know what? I'll also add to this. Jeff Merrick threw a hot take on 32 Thoughts and said to the Panthers that if this doesn't go well, and the whole reason why, I mean, Stammer, I'm sure he's been so loyal to Tampa, so I'm sure he still wants to stay. Obviously, he wants to be a Lightning for the rest of his career, but he also probably just loves the weather, loves the Florida environment. And I mean, hey, if the Panthers came calling and Tampa and Stamkos' relationship went sideways, I guess there's a conversation to be had. But I think that hot take from Merrick, Stammer to Florida in free agency, that's crazy. But give me your thoughts, guys. Subscribe, like, comment, notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Let me know your thoughts on Stammer.